Okay, so this experiment is based on the Audacity software. So if you see the syllabus of arts, so there are total 12 practicals. 5 practicals are based on HTML that we have finished. Now, based on audio editing, there are 4 practicals. Now, these all practicals are part of Audacity. So we will download and install the Audacity software first, and then we will continue with these experiments. So we will start with this experiment, removing the noise from the sound clip. So before we continue, we will download and install the Audacity software. So I will minimize it. I will open Google Chrome browser, or you can use any other browser. I will use Edge browser, and I will simply type here as download Audacity software. Now, when you click on the first link, you will see there are different versions of the Audacity software available for Windows, for Linux, and for all other operating systems. Initially, it might ask you to prove that you are not a robot, so you have to follow these steps. Quite irritating sometimes, like you have to find the car in all the pictures. I will click some of the pictures. So here I will click, and difficult to recognize sometimes. Yeah. So as long as you continue, yes, I will select the picture of the car again. So here, yeah, I will click on check. Once you click on a check, it will start downloading the video, or it might redirect you to the another page. Will show you the different versions of the Audacity for Windows, for Mac, and for the Linux. Select your operating system. I'm using the Windows 10, so I will select Windows 10. Click on it. After that, simply click on this option called as Audacity installer. So when you click on it, it will start downloading. Again, if you notice, it might redirect you to the another page. This is a one-time activity. You don't have to click anywhere except this option called as Windows installer. If you have any other operating system, you can click. So I will click on Windows installer, and it will start installing. Not installing, it will start downloading on your computer system. And then we will install it. It will hardly take around 1 minute for installation. So once the download is complete, you can either click here like open file, or you can go to the folder by clicking here, like show in a folder, and simply double click on it. Now while installation, make sure you just click on those options which are already highlighted. Like here, when I'm installing the software, you can see the blue color is nothing but the color of the OK button, which is highlighted. So you don't have to read the instructions directly. You can blindly also click on options like next, OK, I accept, agreement. So here next button is highlighted. I will click on next. Again, the next button is highlighted. I will click on next. Again, next button is highlighted. I will click. And on my computer system, the software was already installed. So it's giving the message that the folder is already available. So I will click again on S option, create a desktop shortcut. Yes, I will select this option. By default, it's already selected. Click on next, and now it will start installing. It will take hardly 1 minute, and once it is done, it will show you icon on your system. So let's check if the icons are being created on system or not. So it says that preparing to install. Since I had already installed on my computer Audacity software, and I'm reinstalling on the same computer, it might take more time. So let's wait till it finishes the procedure. And while it install, I can show you the software is already installed. Now it's just started. Let's wait for some few seconds, and it will create icon on a desktop. So whichever the operating system you are using, you can use. This is a freeware, you don't have to pay. So you can see the icon is created called as Audacity. So I will click on a next, and it's asking me, do you want to launch right now or not? I will disable this option and click on finish. So now you can see the Audacity software is installed. You can double click and open the software. The software will get open, and now it's ready to use. So I will close it, I will exit it, and I will continue with the procedure. So we will start with the experiment now. All the 4 experiments which are given in audio editing, based on the audio editing, where we are using the Audacity software, are very small. So we will start with the one of the experiment as removing the noise from the sound clip. Let's read the procedure and follow it. The procedure says that record audio of group discussion or meeting or a class lecture using filters with additional equalization. Try to remove as much as possible the background noise from the recording. Now, what we have to do is we have to apply some filter, and we have to reduce the noise from the original sound. So let's start. It's very simple. It will hardly take 10 minutes to finish this experiment. So we have seen how to download and install the Audacity software. So I will simply open the Audacity software right now by double clicking. And you can see clearly a few options are highlighted on the top. So one is recording, start recording. Second is stop recording. And third is a play button, pause button. These are the regular options which are very easy to use. What I'm going to do now is I'm recording my own voice, and noise will be added in the original voice. Now that noise is nothing but the unwanted sound. Maybe it is because of some fan ka noise, some surrounding environment, the children are playing. Maybe you are somewhere recording your voice near the traffic area, the sound or the sound of the windows and sound of the doors also, AC also, electronic devices also. So if when you're recording your sound, such external environmental factors are there, the noise will be added into the original sound. And our job is to reduce that or to remove that noise from the original sound so that we can get the better quality. So right now there is no much noise near me. So still we will try to remove a noise from the original clip. So let's record some sound by clicking on this start recording. Now when I click on this start record, I will speak something and then I will stop. Make sure the sound clip that you're making is around could be the 10 second, 15 second also, 30 second also. And now I will start recording. So I will click on start, and now my voice is being recorded. And now while recording the voice, I will stop here. I will not speak anything. Now I will continue speaking so that my voice will continue recorded. Now I will click on stop button. Now, if you notice, when I was recording my voice, whenever I was speaking, the structure, the graph was created here. Now you can see the blank area here. Now this blank area is nothing but I did not speak anything here. That's why the silent area is here. The noise is everywhere actually. Now the thing is that it's easy to recognize, it's easy to understand the noise whenever there is a silent area. Here it will be very difficult to analyze where is the noise. But in a silent area, you can clearly, not exactly clearly, but it becomes very easy to understand the noise and to recognize the sound of the noise, you can say. So what I will do is I will select this pattern, which is a silent area. And from this area, I will try to reduce the noise. So how it can be done? So first thing is, once you are done with the recording, select the area. So I will select a certain pattern, which is a silent, a blank. Then I will go to the option edit, then click on noise reduction. Then first step is nothing but you have to click on a get noise profile. The software need to know that which pattern, which filter you want to apply, which pattern of the sound you want to select. So I have selected this pattern here from this part to this part. So I will simply click on get noise profile. So now the system, my software understood that I have selected this part, and then again I will go to the option called as a edit, and then click on the same option called as a noise reduction here. Now, since the system understood that which part is being selected, we're applying some filter for selected part. So you can see some options are given here called as a noise reduction, sensitivity, and the frequency. Now, make sure that the area which you have selected is a completely empty, or you can say the silent area. While recording, it's possible that there was no background noise. So even if you click on the preview, you may not be able to listen any noise, because when you were recording the sound, at that time there was no environmental, there was no external noise. So here what you can do is you can change this value. It allows you to filter these options. By default, a standard value should be between the 10 to 12. So you can make it as a 12. Frequency, you can make it as a 0 or the 1. Now make sure when you're making the changes, don't keep it as too high or too lower value. If you keep it too low, what will happen? The original voice will also get affected and the quality will be completely lost. So you can make it as a between 10 to 12 only. Other option, you can keep it as it is. So suppose that if there is a traffic noise while recording the sound, got added in my original sound. So if I lower the value, since I was not speaking anything here, at that time only the traffic noise, traffic sound got added here. So it will understand the traffic sound and that pattern will get reduced. So if I make it as a 10, 8, 6, 7, something like that, the sound of the traffic will get reduced. But again, if I goes on decreasing this value, too much of lower value, that can cause the effect and that can degrade the quality of the original sound. So my vocal will also get affected. So now first, if we did like get the noise profile, now I will select this pattern. You can click on the preview. Now remember, since there was no much sound around me, a background noise, so I may not be, or same thing might happen with you also, you may not be able to get any voice here. Because if you had selected this portion, you could have listened something, but this is completely blank area. Then what will you listen? There are very less chances that you will listen something here. So now I will click on OK. So my job is done. So I selected this part. I selected the filters which I had to apply. I changed those value and I clicked. Now you can also do the same thing. If you want to apply the effect, or if you want to remove the noise from the entire clip, you can either hit the Control A key for selecting the entire clip, or you can simply go to the select and all. And then you can go to the option called as effect, and there is an option called the repeat noise reduction. The repeat noise reduction is nothing but we have selected the entire area. So whatever the pattern we selected for this one, like adding a noise profile, that profile is added for the entire clip because we selected the entire clip, and the same effect is applied. Noise reduction effect is applied. So wherever there was a blank line, there was silent area. So in that ratio, whatever the filter effects which are applied, based on that, a noise will be removed from the entire selection. Now you can play this file. Now my voice is being recorded, and now so you will find a much better difference between these two things. Like when the earlier noise was added, and afterwards when you remove the noise from the original clip, you can play it and you can find the difference. After that, you can save the file. You can go to the option called as a file, and then you can export it as an MP3 or whichever the option you select. And then you can click it on the desktop, or you can write here as noise reduced. You can write and save it on the desktop. Now this is your file which has a better quality. If you get such an option, simply click on OK. So on a desktop, a file will be created called as with option called as a noise reduced here. So this file will have the more, you can say the better quality than the original file. Okay, so this is a very simple experiment. So the software link and all the relevant files I will share with you, and you can continue the procedure and upload it on a Google Classroom. Thank you.